Hi. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And a lot of things had to happen in order to get you here in this very moment. But you're here now, and Mama Earth has a message for you. Mama Earth says, just as I am the most balanced planet in our galaxy, working together with the sun and the moon, you, by nature, are the same. Just as I can flourish and thrive, parts of me can die if not maintained properly. Even still, the natural order is my regeneration, and you, by nature, are the same. As humans, you inhabit my being as extensions of me and of source energy, of all that is and all that has ever been. As awakened beings, as those who have become aware of reason and purpose, even if not clear on what that is yet, even if only wiping the sleep out of your eyes, you came here for the experience, to be free, to love, and to enjoy. Be inspired by the nature that I am, by the nature that is you, for you are one and the same. Just as the birds fly through the sky, never worrying about how they will eat or where they will sleep, they fly and they soar without a care in the world, going wherever the weather takes them, going with the natural flow of all that is. The beasts that inhabit all that I am, they love fiercely. They protect until the death, and they go after exactly what they want in the moment that they want it. They don't ask any questions. They don't search for any answers. They take what is rightfully theirs, unapologetically. The creepy crawlies, they go about building empires in the sand or throughout the trees, doing exactly what they came to do, serving their purpose, fulfilling their place and their role within the never-ending transformation that I am. And yet, these creepy crawlies can be wiped out with the strike of a hand. Entire lives built and destroyed by the spray of a chemical. The spray of a chemical created by a human for doing nothing but existing. And still, life goes on. The creepy crawlies, seemingly the most insignificant beings that inhabit me, yet I could not exist without all that they provide. And they all provide something different. They may look funky to your human eye, the eyes that have been trained by the records you store in your brain of previous experiences, of the teachings and domestication tactics bestowed upon you by beings similar in nature to yourself. But nonetheless, those creepy crawlies provide pollination. They provide decomposition and the health of my soil. They balance your ecosystem, the ecosystem that is I and also that is you. You are human. You are the most elevated species on the planet, and in the same way, all of you serve a purpose. All of you are a single expression of divinity, of all that is. All of you came with gifts and abilities, both small and large, and even small and large is subjective to your current experience. Depending what you intended when you came to this planet and the geological location you chose to inhabit, I tell you now, souls inhabit certain areas and relocate to certain areas based off of collective consciousness and the knowledge they will gain. Geographical locations are often chosen by the maturity of one's soul because they offer varieties of experiences. Some of these experiences being death, pain, collective suffering, and mass extinction. And these places and spaces on maps that humans have created over lifetimes may often offer what seems to others less and almost nothing materially. But yet, they provide a life of community and human connection, offering deep, unconditional love that asks for nothing but food and shelter. Food grown together and harvested together and shared with one another. children raised by villages that dance in the streets wearing shabby clothing and yet experiencing more pure enjoyment and happiness than men in expensive suits that run the world. Then, these very men in these expensive suits make a single call that will destroy the village of these dancing children, all so that they can be exposed to what they intended to. This is the simulation of this planet, the simulation that provides the experience of sight and smell, the same simulation that provides the ability to taste and to touch and to hear sound. This is the only planet you can experience this. We all play a part in the simulation that takes place on this planet. There is no planet such as me. There is no being such as you, and there is no time such as this. We are all here existing. Life is unfolding for all of us, doing its balanced dance of pleasure and pain, of challenge and of awareness. In the same way the plants go through seasons and cycles, sometimes underground for months, never knowing they will one day become nourishment for your body. This is you, this is us, and this is life here on this planet. Let us not forget this peace, beloved. The soul, the spirit that is you, that is in constant growth and expansion, the part of you that never dies, the part of you that chose to inhabit me, did this for your own personal exposure and evolution, for knowledge so deep can only be understood firsthand. You came to embrace fully all of the joy, love, and happiness possible to you at your level, and by that, you have had the painful pleasure of embracing its counterpart again and again. Keep in mind, awakened, as you begin to embody your God and Goddess energy, which only comes with great maturity of soul. Messages such as this will enter your experience and bring you a new level of clarity. So hear and accept this message. Remember that you don't have to suffer. As your soul evolves every time you re-enter all that is me for a better understanding of all that is, you can create a life where suffering is not necessary anymore. Because you don't need it. You have the knowledge of it and why it exists. And because you understand the natural order of things. And even when you invite the contrast of the unwanted, you can stand in the knowing it is only so that you can birth a new desire. Know that it's okay. You are going to be okay. You will learn something from this. Just as groups of souls may be affected by the death of a small child or the bombing of a building, maybe even the genocides of countries, there is a single cycle of death and regeneration taking place on a spiritual level for all parties involved. You no longer have to attach to the suffering because you understand it for what it is. Everyone is at their own level of spiritual maturity. Everyone is at their own level of understanding and understanding their existence. Everyone is just trying to figure out the game. Some not even knowing that they're in one. And those of you that receive this message, those of you that understand this message, are a part of the massive shift of consciousness that is happening on, in, and around me. This is not the first time that this has happened, and it will surely not be the last, as everything has its cycle. What was once hell on earth will indeed become heaven again, and the balance of life will continue to prevail. So if you are indeed a part of the 1% that this message resonates with, you have awakened to who you are, and you see the divinity in all of us. You are a high-level soul with much experience, and you are beginning to remember. This message was brought to you to bring you peace, understanding, and reassurance along your journey. You are here to embody this knowing more and spread the love and knowledge that is stored inside of you. You are here to be the example of how to enjoy the experience. Just as the animals flow through life with ease, grace, and with minimal suffering, you will remember, you are remembering. None of it means anything because it's all for the experience. And you awaken must hold this knowledge in the tablet of your heart because your role is to hold the space for this freedom. Spend every day like the beautiful trees, existing, growing, and asking for nothing. Because when you ask, it is always given, so you are even beyond asking. Stand tall and firm in who you are, providing both a stillness and a sway that is steady and balanced. Providing a symbolic oxygen of love and light energy that will allow the existence and progression of the human being along its very unique and personal journey. And even your journey along your very individual path, paving the way for others, is an experience in itself. A turbulent and challenging experience as you understand much more than the majority around you. So day by day, embrace the nature that surrounds you, that Source has provided to you. It is the one thing other than your breath, which even the trees make possible, that will ground you into the present moment. For nothing else matters but now, because now will become the past in another moment's time. You are here for the experience. You came for this experience. You know this. You have known this. And one of you who knows this are more powerful than millions that do not. So do what you came to do. Enjoy and create all that you desire. Pave the way of freedom. As you become more awakened and begin to remember everything that you have learned throughout lifetimes, the surge of Source energy will come over you in waves and rushes. Be still, my child. Remember to use me, the mother, to call on me. For I am here to bring you balance, and you are here to bring balance to the illusion of fear and lack that surrounds you. Be one with nature. Be one with me. I am here for you, and I love you. Thank you so much for sharing in this experience with me, as we are all roots of one tree. Please like and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow, and it encourages me along my path. And we're on this path together. Just as other creators have and continue to support me by the content they create, I affirm that I may do the same for you and with you. And share with anyone who comes into your mind. They are magnetizing the messages through you. We all grow together. We are all connected. If you have the time and space, leave a comment. It always helps me to tune into your energy more directly, and I really love to be able to do that. If you feel called to connect in person, please check out my website at guidedandsage.com. There are all types of events and offerings that we've been guided to make available to you. And the retreats we have coming up will be life-changing. They will be life-changing for those who are meant to participate. The relationships that you will build there have been calling you. We know you have been yearning for a community like this. We've answered the call to create it. Answer the call to attend. We can't wait to see you. And so it is.